Star Wars Rebellion is a real-time strategy game released in 1998 by LucasArts. It was developed by Cool Hand Interactive, who I never heard of before and can't seem to find any information on. What happened to them? Did they just get fired or merged into LucasArts? Or what? Anyways, it's not a strategy game like StarCraft where you just build an army and destroy the enemy. It's more like Civilization where you have to use diplomacy, espionage, exploration, all while managing resources and building up your empire. The games are long too. It took me at least 3 days just to finish one game while playing on Novice and the standard Galaxy setting. The story takes place after the destruction of the Death Star. You can play as the Rebels or the Empire. Each side has their own strengths and weaknesses. You'll find all your favorite characters from the movies in here. They also use stuff from the Star Wars Expanded Universe, so if you're a fan of those books, then you might recognize some faces. I love all the little details they put into the game. Like if you send Luke on missions a lot, then his force power will grow.
I can feel the Force!
He'll go off to train with Yoda and come back stronger.
How am I to know the good side from the bad?
You will know. A Jedi uses the Force for knowledge and defense, never for attack.
Even his voice gets more serious.
I am growing stronger with the Force.
And if you send him on a mission to a planet that has another Force user, like Vader or the Emperor, you'll get familiar scenes from the movies.
Welcome, young Skywalker. I have been expecting you. You are the cause of all this.
Force users can also sense when other characters have Force potential, and even train them to be stronger. This stuff, plus all the Star Wars music and sound effects and lore, just really remind you how great Star Wars was before it became trash. The object of the game is to capture the enemy base and leaders, while defending your own. It's very fun trying to figure out where the enemy is, and then trying to capture them.
Oh no! Master Luke has been captured! We've got to find him and send a rescue mission!
But even if you do manage to capture them, they can escape or be rescued. It's not like in chess where if your queen is taken then you're screwed. Han Solo can bust in there and break her out.
I'm free of the Empire.
There are all sorts of ships you can build for the fleets, but the space battles aren't that great in my opinion. When your fleet comes in contact with another fleet, you can see what you're up against and either flee or fight. You can just have the computer fight the battle for you and get instant results, or take control yourself. Then you go to a new screen with 3D models that you can issue commands to. I remember in the 90s when I thought these graphics looked so cool. Now they just look awful. I also find the interface here a little clunky and confusing still. Another thing I wish they would change was the time system. You can make the time go very slow, medium, fast, or just pause it completely. But you can't do anything when it's paused. As days pass by, you get messages about the things happening in your empire. I get messages pretty much every day, so I set the time to very slow in order to read them. Then I set it to medium or fast to get the next day, but then I have to quickly set it to very slow again right away since I usually get a message. I wish it would just slow down time automatically as soon as you get a message, or just have like a next day button. It's just a minor complaint and one that you'd probably only understand if you played. Other than that, and the space combat, I think this game holds up pretty well. I would love to see an HD remake of this with some tweaks to the UI here and there, as I don't really know of any newer games that are exactly like this. Some say Sins of a Solar Empire is like it. I have it and it's not quite the same, but it's kinda close I guess. This game is also a pain to get running on Windows 7. I installed it a year ago after many failed attempts, and I don't even know how I got it to work to be honest. It'd be nice if Good Old Games or some other place started selling it, but I doubt it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, there is a multiplayer mode. I remember trying to play it a couple times back when it came out, but the games are so long that I could never finish one. I don't think you can speed up time either in multiplayer, it just stays on slow, if I remember correctly. But I could be wrong. There is a great site at swrebellion.com where you can get tips on how to play, and you can also meet people to play with there. Oh, that's it for my review. Thanks for watching.
Rebel troops have taken the palace! Rebel troops have taken the